Just waiting on my fam to come up. Just waiting for y'all to show up and the chizat. And we do what we do. Hello, hello, hello. Just waiting for some of y'all to show up in the chat. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Leela. Hey, Leela. Are you a member? Are you a member of the group, Leela? If not, can you go and join, please? Can you go and join the group? Lisa, can you put it up there for her? So she can go and join it real quick. All you gotta do is go join it, Leela, and I'm gonna accept you. And you're gonna be part of the pack. If you're not a member, just go and join. All you gotta do is answer 3 questions. That's it. And we're gonna accept you. Cause you know this is a family group. Hey Jamie. Hey Brother Dre. Hey Lieutenant. First of all, how everybody doing this evening? Hope all is well on this Saturday. Hey Tom. What's up, my friend? Hey Trucker Will. All is well. Y'all know Vic coming back on the show next week. So we're gonna let y'all know what the topic gonna be. Lisa, I guess Lisa will post it. And if y'all got questions on that topic, y'all need to send them to us ahead of time. So we'll already have them. Hey Everett, hey my friend. Y'all need to send us the question. So we will be talking about Bigfoot and other cryptids too. You know, I think mainly Goat Man too. But that's one thing I like about Vic, you know. He don't have no problem in coming back on our show. And you know, that's a good thing. So y'all need to post the questions that y'all want to ask him. Now, mind you, if you remember, we don't want to ask him the same questions that we did prior time when he was on. The questions have to be Bigfoot related. So post them, you know, Lisa will collect them, I get them, and we'll ask him the questions when he come on. But make sure you send your questions in, what you want him to answer on Bigfoot. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Hey, Cujo. Don't forget, if you're not a member of the pack, please go and join. Please go and join. Hey, Mamba. Hey, Mamba. If you're not a member already, can you go and join the group and one of us will accept you? Just go and join it. Lisa will put the link up, but just go join. Because we want everybody that come into this live stream, be a member. Please, that's all we ask. If you're not a member, please go join and we'll accept it. You only have to ask a couple of questions, that's it. I hope everybody doing good this evening. But like I said though, post your questions. It's gonna be on Bigfoot. And you can ask a couple of Goat Man questions too. Because that's I just think that's a creepy cryptid too. I just haven't found no eyewitness that said they seen a 10-foot goat man. 6 feet, maybe 7 at the most. Richard, hey Richard, my friend. Richard, they gonna come, trust me. Hey, Lamp of Light. I know what you're saying, Lamp of Light, but you know what I'm saying? We the one thing about our group, we just want members that will be able to come on our live stream because we don't want trolls to come in. So I'm sure if Lisa see him, she gonna get rid of him, just like any other moderator. Lisa, do David know we on, or is he still working? I know Noogie said that he would try to come. Mary, I don't know, she's sick. But we're gonna talk after this live, far as the moderators is concerned. Okay, Lisa, that's what's up. But yeah, if y'all have any questions for Vic related to Bigfoot, send them to us. Yeah, you got a point there, Richard. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hey dude, I'm not gonna force nobody to come on, you know. They know when we come on and do our live stream, so hopefully they'll join. All is well on this end anyway. We just gonna keep doing what we're gonna do and not worry about nobody else. Oh, Lisa, I got some good pictures. I got some good pictures that eyewitness sent me. I mean, a good one. Good picture. You'll see. You'll see they good. And don't worry, Pack family, y'all will get to see them too. I'm not gonna do that, but I just gotta I gotta show it to the family first. I gotta do that, and then we'll pass some on. We'll definitely pass them on. Any Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? No questions yet. Okay. All right, Lisa. So what Lieutenant trying to do? So we can start right now if you like. We can start right now if you like. Absolutely. You know, you can post anytime y'all want. And don't forget, make sure y'all post. Post something every day on there. You know, post something of any cryptid that you want, any ghost, any paranormal thing. You know, just post it. Yeah, Lisa, you're gonna like these pictures. And I got video too. Yeah, that's what we're gonna start doing, Lisa. We're gonna do that a day before. You're right. A lamp of light. I say the same thing, zero dislike. But you know, it's gonna come. Hello.
What's going on, Marvin?
Hey, ain't too much, my friend.
Hey, sorry I didn't get to call you yesterday, man. I
That's
had
what that.
kind of a
Hey,
busy,
come
kind
on,
of a
man.
busy
Don't
day
worry about
yesterday
that.
and today.
Don't worry about
Celebrating my
that.
son,
Say something so to
celebrating my
make
son's
sure.
birthday.
Say something so they can make sure they hear you.
Hey, y'all can hear me. Post a bunch of ones.
If y'all can hear Lieutenant, push one. Say something again.
Y'all can hear me. Post a one.
All right, they pushing it. All
All
right,
right.
Lieutenant, the show is yours for now, and I'm gonna go use the restroom.
All right.
So just keep them busy till I come back. I'm not gonna be long.
All right. I got you.
All right.
All right, family. What's going on, y'all? So I've been quite busy out at my property, as y'all know. I had some pictures that I caught a few weeks ago. I sent those in to Marvin. And here just recently, I've gotten a couple of pictures. And just to let y'all know, they are pretty compelling. And when Marvin feels like everyone's ready, he will put those on the group, on the Facebook page. And I'm going to let y'all know that these pictures are awesome. Very awesome. So, I do have an encounter from a lady who was at my sister's salon and was listening in to Marvin's show because my sister was listening to it. And of course, my sister's experienced a whole lot of stuff out there. Of course, she's seen something out there. But you know, as they were listening to one of the shows that I was on, she used to live out near my property back in the late 1980s. And after they got through listening to the podcast, she happened to tell my sister an encounter that she had when she lived out there back in 88 or 89. I want to say it was 89 what she told me, 1989. So the encounter goes, she was at her house, had just got home at about 9 or 9:30 from work. And she was in her house, and of course, you know, she's getting a few things together, you know, starting some laundry, you know, just doing the normal stuff that anyone would do. She decides to go outside and smoke a cigarette. So she goes out her on her back porch, which is facing in the same direction where my property is, but it's across the street to the left. So she's out there, and she said she took a few puffs of her cigarette. She's sitting on her chair, just trying to wind down for the night. And as she's just looking out into the night, she sees a set of red eyes, piercing red eyes just looking at her. And she said they were probably maybe 100 yards off, maybe not quite. Well, so she sat there and watched it. And as she was watching it, she said the hair on her neck started to stand up. And then the little instance of fear came upon her because she didn't know what this was. She had never seen red eyes before out in the dark, out in the middle of nowhere. So she watches this thing, and she said it wasn't long, maybe just a few minutes, and the red eyes disappeared. And so she went back inside the house and never told anybody about this. She didn't want no one thinking she was crazy. So she decided to tell my sister this story because she heard that I was going out there in them woods. And mind you, she knows where these woods are at. She lived there for almost 10 years. And my sister told me as she told her what happened, she turned white as a ghost. She had a little shakiness in her voice. And she told me I had no reason not to believe her because you could just hear the compassion and the fear in her voice. So as, she was finishing up doing her hair, she goes, I only seen that thing once, but I want you to tell your brother whenever he goes into them woods to be absolutely careful. Because there's things back there that nobody knows about. Very few people out here have seen what I've seen. Just please tell him to be careful. And that was her encounter. That was a short encounter, but just seeing those red eyes, it's just so compelling because that's just someone else who lived out in that area that seen something that isn't supposed to be there. Now, the other day, like I said, I caught some compelling evidence, and the only thing I'm going to tell you is I caught this evidence during the day. During the day, I haven't got anything at night. I've been checking my camera. It's been sending me pictures throughout the night. And what's crazy, y'all, is that this place is just loaded with wildlife. I used to get pictures, 100 pictures during the night of hogs, deer, raccoons, everything. There's been hardly any wildlife at all. I might get one, maybe two pictures at the most in the last couple of weeks. Night before last, I was on my property. I had a cousin come down I hadn't seen in about 20 years. So we had a fire pit by the pond, and we did the whole barbecue thing. As it got dark, we had a big old tree that knocked over toward the front of the property. And my cousin that comes down, he loves a big fire. So we decided to light it. And as everybody moved to the front of the property, I told my dad, hey, I'll be right back. I got to go check one of the trail cameras I didn't check when I got here. He goes, well, take my truck. Drive back there. Like, now I'm going to walk. No, I'll take my truck. Like, now I'm going to walk. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm going to walk. I'll be all right. Yeah, man, just be careful. All right, I got you. I'm going to be careful. I'm just going to go check it real quick, switch out the cards, and then we'll bring it back. I'll probably be gone at most 2 minutes. So I walked back there. I took my rifle with me, my AR, just in case there's, any wildlife, any cats or anything that, try to attack. So I'm walking down this road on the edge of the property to get to my feeder. And as I get closer to the back of the woods, I hear absolutely nothing. It is dead silent. So I made the left along the wood line, and I go to the feeder, and right where my camera is, it's about 20, maybe 30 yards, about 8 foot up in a tree. And then I have another camera about 10 yards behind that, 8 foot up in the tree, that's recording video. And the only reason I went to check this camera is because of the evidence I got on the first camera. So I went to check this camera for the video, thinking that whatever it was that was on the first camera, the second camera would have picked it up. So I went and checked this camera, pulled the card, put a new card in it, switched it out, turned it back on. Then I decided to walk down the trail for about 100 yards. I walked down the trail, and again, it's just crazy silent. You can't hear a cricket. You can't hear any owls, birds, anything. So I walked down this trail, and I'm looking on the ground. Of course, I see nothing. I walk about 100 yards. I decide to come on out. So I'm pretty excited, thinking I may have caught whatever it was that triggered the first camera on video, because I set it up that way just in case if something barely triggers it, the back camera will catch it. So I went back to my truck and pulled out my laptop and reviewed the videos. And to my surprise, didn't catch it. Didn't catch whatever it was that triggered the camera. I knew it was there, but it didn't trigger that second camera. So I went, closed my laptop, got out of the truck, and then I took a little walk because I was kind of at awe, because whatever it was that triggered that first camera should have been caught by the second camera, because it's pointing right at the first camera. Never caught it. Baffled me to hell. I don't know what it is. I don't know how whatever it was eluded that camera, but whatever it is eluded that camera. And that's just crazy with me. I know these cryptids are smart. I know I got to change my strategy But that's going to be for the week to come, y'all. I know. I'm just so stoked about the evidence I sent to Marvin because he pointed out a lot of extra stuff in this evidence that I missed. I guess I got tunnel vision because of what I caught. I'm like, oh, I got it. So when he's ready to send it out, I'm telling you, y'all will be surprised at what I got.
I'm back,
You can
Lieutenant.
definitely, all right, you can definitely see what it is.
Oh, you definitely can. As soon as you look at it, if you know what you're looking at, and you have been, not saying researching, but you have been putting in a lot of good time of looking at pictures and learn how to identify certain parts on this cryptid, then you'll definitely know what it is. And like I said, that the is when I seen that, yo, I'm like, oh man, yes, bullseye.
And yeah,
Because
it was such a bullseye that
clearly could see them.
right. And see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. I don't know how, whatever it was, eluded that second camera, but it did. And that camera's got a 45-degree angle each way off the edge of that camera, and it's got a 65-foot trigger. So at each 45-degree angle, coming all the way to the front, it's going to trigger 65 feet. It completely eluded that camera like it knew it was there. It eluded it. I was just so disappointed that I didn't catch it on that video.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay, Lieutenant, because he know he know he know we got him. He know we got him.
We got him.
He know we got him. I just think that somehow, that's why I say these creatures are so intelligent. Somehow he knew how to
Absolutely.
avoid it.
They are so intelligent, and that right there proves it. And another thing I'm gonna tell y'all, as my first evidence I'm sure y'all seen was Bigfoot evidence, like to the T, textbook Bigfoot evidence. The second evidence, guess what, y'all? We got something else on there.
Oh, Lieutenant,
Two.
I got a eyewitness that I talked to last night, and man, she in the home of the Doug man. She up in Detroit. She up in Michigan. And she
That's
sent me
epicenter.
she sent me some pictures and video of these tracks, yo. Man, these tracks is humongous. And
That's what.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy part about it. She live on the second part. She live on the second floor on an apartment building, right?
Huh?
She even got them on her porch.
Oh wow.
She got them on her porch. These footprints.
Wow. So like a muddy print.
Man, she got them on her porch in the snow.
Oh dang.
She on the second floor, yo. You talking about? She said it got to be at least 16 to 18 feet up, because at nighttime
Wow.
she hear these creatures running back and forth on her roof.
Oh wow.
She
That
said one
sounds
day,
textbook, man.
she said, because her job is right across the street from her. She said one
Right.
day when she was getting off of work, her friend told her, she said, you need to be careful. She said, why? She said, I just seen this big gigantic fox about 5 feet tall. Now you talking on all fours, not
That's
standing
huge.
up. She said that thing
That's
was that
huge.
thing was almost bigger than my daughter, and she like 5'3". And this thing was on
Dang,
all fours. She said she thought it was a big fox. She was like, foxes don't get that big. She said, man, but this had to be the biggest black fox I ever seen. So that's what she thought it
cool.
was a fox. But she said she didn't want to scare her and say it was a, and say it
Right.
was a Doug man. But she said these
Got it.
things come out every night. I ain't talking about no come out once and then leave. She say these things come out every day.
Wow.
Every day. And you know what they did to all apartments down on the first floor?
What's that?
They took the screens out the window. All of them.
Oh.
All of them.
Oh.
These things took the screens out the window.
See, how do these things know to remove the screens if they ain't that intelligent? These things got to be so dang intelligent, man.
That's crazy though,
Man,
because
that's just as bad as trying to turn the door handle, dude.
how do you do that? They took the screens out of all of them. And one day, her neighbor stayed next to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen up, y'all. One day, her neighbor next door to her told her, she said, last night I was on my back porch smoking a cigarette, and she said, I seen something over by the tree. She said, this was the biggest thing I ever saw in my life. She said that thing had to be about 12 feet.
Wow.
She
That's
said that
huge,
thing,
man.
she said that thing had to be about 12 feet. And she said these things is just, they just coming out. They not hiding or none of that. And guess what? She said where she live at, they got like 7 bodies of water, like lakes and ponds. I said, so that's a good, that's a good spot.
Yeah, that's a real good spot.
That's a good spot. These things ain't gotta go nowhere.
Nope.
She said these things ain't gotta go nowhere.
That's a big resource. It's just like out on my property. There's a pond on our property.
Hey, yeah.
Then,
Wait a minute.
then
Hey,
we
Lisa.
got that
Lisa,
we got
I want you to let me know when I send y'all these pictures what they look like to y'all. Man, you see the claws on them and everything.
not to mention y'all. I got a picture of a print down the main trail, and after looking at it, I was excited as hell. I sent it to Marvin, and Marvin pointed out some other stuff to me that was real good. And after we looked at it for about 30, 45 minutes, man, we found all kind of stuff in just that one picture.
It's yeah, that picture you sent me, that got multiple prints.
Multiple.
Some with
And
claws
it,
and some without.
yep. And it tried to look like a cover up. It tried to look like something tried to cover it up.
Absolutely.
They smart. They
Absolutely.
smart.
And now, oh, this she said that one day her neighbor was leaving off for work, and he said when he got out to leave out to walk down, it's like patches of woods here and there. He said he seen the biggest black Doug he ever seen. And see, he said he ran
Wow.
till he couldn't run no more.
Dang, that's crazy, dude.
He said he ran till he couldn't run no more, man. I was like, man, this is just crazy. Huh?
Did it chase him?
He said it came behind him and didn't run, but you know they strides is so they strides is so far apart. You talking about 5 feet.
Yeah.
He said so he walked and it's like he was catching up with him. He said, but this thing didn't come into the light.
Dang.
And my eyewitness said that these footprints is everywhere. One night, the neighbor downstairs called the police. So the police comes to my eyewitness house and said, now listen, these are the exact words she said that they told her. They said that, excuse me, man, but did you see a 9-foot person walk through here? 9 feet. You talking 9 feet. The police asked my eyewitness this. And she was like, no. So the police was like, well, that's what the neighbor said.
Man, that's wild, dude. That is wild.
Talking about 9
Ain't no
feet
9
tall.
feet,
Come on.
9-foot person. Man, what's wrong? What the hell wrong with that officer, man? Ain't no 9 people out there.
I was like, come on, yo. She said,
but he's trying to get her to change the story.
She said that the police are sit. The police are sit in a certain spot and stay there until their shift is over. Now, come on, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, you know what they're trying to do.
Oh, yeah, ain't no question.
Ain't no question about that. You know what? And that's crazy, dude. Because there was a sheriff deputy out out in the county where I'm at. He used to do that same thing, dude. He would always go into the little town where I was at. He would always sit there. I would wonder why.
Now listen to this, Lieutenant. Listen to this, dude. Listen to this, Lisa. Now you tell me what y'all make of this. Now, when y'all see these tracks, every set, guess where they lead to? Guess where they lead to, Lieutenant? They lead straight to a tree and stop.
They lead to where?
They lead straight to a tree and then stop. Like they just go up the tree.
Oh, wow.
They stop right at the tree and then it's like they just climb and go up the tree.
Man.
She said Cat's been going missing, Doug's been going missing. She said don't nobody come outside at nighttime. Nobody. They don't let the animals out or none of that. They say the Dougs be whimpering for no reason. That's because they know that thing is outside.
Yep. That's crazy, man. Them dogs and cats, man, they can sense evil.
Oh yeah, no question. She said, but it's a lot that she said it's a lot that went missing though. She said they got a patch of woods out there. Now listen to this, Lieutenant, Lisa, dude from Texas. I want Tom. Listen to this. She said they got a patch of woods out there, right? She said it could be sunny. But she said when you ride through these woods, it's like the trees cover you and you don't see nothing.
Oh, damn.
She said you don't see nothing. She said these trees is large.
So that's their cover right there. That's how they're moving in and out.
It don't make no sense because She say she don't she don't want to get the police involved
Oh,
because she
absolutely
say
not.
she know they know what's out there. She say she don't want to do none of that. So she was like, she asking me, you know what I mean? She said, I'm gonna send you these pictures. She said, because I looked at all type of animal prints and I couldn't, get a match. But soon as I
Yeah.
seen them, yo, I'm like, wow. I say, you got it. You
Yep.
got it. Ain't no beating around the bush with this one. I say, you got it. That's they prints.
Yep.
And to make it so crazy, she got the three-toe pad ones.
Oh, damn. Yep.
Yep, she got the three toes.
Yep. That's the same thing I got.
Yeah, Tom. She said they just like they hugging her car when she going through them, and you just can't see nothing. She said it's like it just blotch out the sun. It's like they like blotch out the sun. But she said that these things come around every day. When I was on the phone last night with her, and I put this on everything that I love, her son came in there and he was like, cause she was sitting right there, by the where the back balcony at porch. So her son was like,
Yeah.
"Man, what the is that?" And they looking outside by the tree line, and they see one of these things while we on the phone, and that is so
Dang.
crazy and so weird.
Yeah. That is completely weird.
And they said this
Holy
thing just
crap.
it just kindly walked back into the tree line. She say because she can hear spirits, she can see them. So I'm like, these creatures might be drawn to you because they
Yeah.
always round our house. They always running on her roof. They always on her porch. That's why I told her keep her balcony door locked.
Yep.
Anytime these things is up on your porch walking around,
Yeah. That. Yeah. Lock everything.
that's
Lock
creepy.
everything. That is, dude.
She said
I'd be
when they was
carrying
at
around my
they
shotgun with me.
she said when they was at their old house, one of them was looking at her daughter in the bathroom window. She said
Man, that's scary as
one of them
hell.
was looking at her daughter through the window, and her daughter just screamed.
Man, that's scary as hell, dude.
It really is. But like I was telling everybody, Lieutenant, the subject Monday gonna be about Bigfoot. Even though Vic said we could talk about anything, but Bigfoot is something that we haven't really covered. We're gonna throw some Goat Man in there. We just want to switch it up and do something different. You know,
Right.
so
And,
that's what we're
are
gonna
you,
do. That's why I said
you know,
I told everybody get their questions ready.
uh, have you, is there a way you can send Vic the first set of pictures I sent to you to see what he thinks about them?
Say that again.
Remember the first set of pictures I sent to you a couple weeks back? Is
Oh
there
yeah,
any
yeah,
way you
yeah,
can
yeah. I
send
can.
that? Yeah, see what his opinion on that is.
You talking about the one with the hair?
No. I'm talking about the ones before that. The first print and the bent over saplings and all that.
Say that again. The sapling.
Yeah, the little bent over tree. Remember?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you want me to send him? You want me to send him that?
Yeah, see what his opinion on that is.
Okay. I see what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
I know what I think. I'd like to see what
So you
he
want
may
me to
think.
ask them far as the trees?
Yeah, the trees. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think me myself. They say Doug man make these too. So but this could be Bigfoot structures.
yeah.
That arch and all that. I said it could be,
Could be, yeah.
but yeah, I will ask him.
I mean, hell, if you want to send him the other ones I just sent you, yeah. I mean, just to see what he thinks. I mean, I'm open. But I was gonna say the other night when I was out there, man, and I was telling you that night when I briefly talked to you, it was like real quiet, wasn't nothing moving. Well, we decided to go home. My dad went to his house, and I drove home. And just as I got outside of town, dude, past this little S curve, and then right before the turnoff to my uncle's house, dude, I seen about 30 hogs on the road, and I haven't seen hogs on the property in about, man, I'm gonna say 2 months, and they was all outside of town, and they was moving away from town. And I just thought that was kind of coincidental that they were moving away
Right.
from town. But I mean, if something's out there, they ain't gonna try and go out there and be like a hog sandwich or that. I mean, them hogs are smart.
Yeah, yeah,
Even the two
absolutely.
deer
I
that I was
mean,
getting, they
absolutely,
ain't
they
messing
are.
around.
They are smart, and we was talking about. I mean, we was just like I said, the eyewitness was talking about a lot of things because um you she just I mean for one thing I just was saying because and I think this is true. She said because by she seeing these things, these spirits and stuff, Doug man creatures like that.
Yeah,
It could play a part into that. So that's what I think because she's seeing them on the regular.
yeah, and see that's what's creepy about my place, man. It's loaded with
Hey,
wildlife,
hey, Cool Joe, do you have any encounters that you would like to share with us? Do you mind calling in? Cause he said quite a few goat man stories from Texas, along with everything else. I don't know if he's saying that people got encounters from out of Texas or do he have them? Go ahead and
yeah.
finish, Lieutenant.
But it's just weird, man. The last 2 months, man, there ain't been hardly any kind of game on that property. It's been dead. I've had two deer come for about a week, and then they disappeared. I hadn't seen them in about a week. They disappeared.
Oh, and check this out. She said she used to see deer all the time where she at. She say now she don't even see them no more. Period.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
That,
and then they go back there, and I guess the maintenance man he noticed a pile of bones. A
yep,
pile of bones.
yep. That fits because my property's loaded down with phones everywhere, dude.
He noticed a pile of
Everywhere.
bones back there.
Yep,
Hey Leela, Waterman.
yep. That's just crazy, dude. I got bones all over in the woods and the property, dude. Either way you go, left or right, there's bones.
Oh,
That's
now
wild.
Leela said that she from Galveston, Texas, originally, and she was saying that Mothman has been sighted Oh, Cujo said he do got some encounters. Hold on. So Cujo, would you like to call in and tell us about them, if you don't mind?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to hear that.
Yeah, love to hear that.
Love to hear that. That's what this channel is about.
Yes, sir.
Could you call
But,
in,
you know,
Cujo, and tell us about them, if you don't mind, my friend? That's what this channel about. We want people to open up.
she knows of them, not that she had the encounters. I
Okay,
mean,
okay, Lisa, I got you. No, Lisa just explained, Lieutenant. She said that she don't she didn't have no sight, and she just said she know of them.
right.
Yeah. So okay, I got her on that.
Yes. Later said over the Galveston Causeway, like the 1940s.
Yeah, I heard
I'm
about
have to,
I heard about Galveston though.
I'm not gonna try to research that. 'Cause that's like an hour away from my house. Yeah, I'm gonna have to research that. That's some good info right there. Real good info. But yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna go out there again this next week, Marvin. I got my full 6 days off, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a little scouting. Man, I think I need to go to that other end, back away from the plant, and go that way.
Right.
Whatever it is, ain't coming from the other way because that camera would have caught him. I need to go the other way. But it I don't know. It's been kind of crazy out there, man. Like I said, there has been no wildlife. I don't know, dude. It's got me baffled because there's just been so much wildlife through there, and then lo and behold, I get evidence and nothing comes around, dude. I don't know if it stays there for so long and they know it, but man, ain't nothing coming around. I got like 2 pictures last night total, dude. I used to get over 100 pictures over the course of the night, and I'm only getting like 2 pictures, and it's the same raccoon that's going to the theater and coming back, and that's it. You know, and to catch that during the day, that's just crazy. I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that. And that was that. And listen to this, y'all. This was about 30 minutes. I had drove home, and I was out there with my dad and my uncle. I told them I'm gonna go to the house. I get about 30 minutes, no, about 20 minutes, about halfway from his house to my house. I get about halfway, and my camera goes off. It's my dad and my uncle. They were looking at the theater. About 30 minutes after that, they had left because my stepmom had like fell off the truck or something and had her back. And they went to go tend to her. And 30 minutes after they left, that's when I caught that the interview. 30 minutes. And as I was just getting to the house, and I had called Marvin, it popped up on my phone, and I sent it right to him. How crazy is that?
Right. Like I said though, when they see these, it's no way you can mistake this for anything than what it is.
Oh, you can't. You can't. And you even pointed out when he was looking at it, listen to this, y'all. He pointed out what was on the picture, then he looked to the left and said, man, am I crazy? Or does that look like a shadow? And I looked at it, he goes, look, right here. You can see like 2 ears, and there's a big shadow. Sure enough. Sure enough. I'm like, nah, you ain't crazy, because I see the same thing. Same thing. Dude, that's changing the way I walk into the woods during the day. I'm like extra careful now. Extra careful. Because if that thing's out there during the day, better be watching. Better be watching. Because I know if I got to back out in a hurry, I'm going to back out in a hurry. Because, you know, I'm not going to try and make this thing mad to where it's going to try and charge. If I walk up on it, I'm just going to back on out, y'all. I mean, hopefully I'm able to snap a picture or two or catch them on my GoPro. But that when I seen that, that's just, it changed my whole direction of how I go into the woods during the day now. I used to just walk on in wherever. Not no more. Not no more. I'm going in at the most open spot I can find, and that's where I'm going to come out. Because if they're that bold to be out during the day like that, they're watching you. They're watching your every move. If you get too close, they're going to let you know.
Right.
They're going to let you know. And that's just, man, it's just, I'm glad you pointed all that stuff out to me, Marvin, because, I mean, that right there was like Cryptic 101 to me, man. It just, I'm learning so much. And it's just crazy to catch stuff like that during the day. I mean, at night, it's one thing. Oh, yeah, I expect these things to come out at night. You know, there's nobody around. My damn dad and uncle were there 30 minutes prior to that. That's just insane. It's insane. And, I wish I would have been close enough or just stayed a little longer. Because I could have went back out there to see if there was a smell. If it left a smell. Because that would have been the other nail in the coffin. But, like I said, I just hope we can get more good evidence like that. I got to re-strategize now, and I'm gonna go to what we talked about, putting the cameras lower, and this time I'm gonna move the other two, and I'm gonna move them in the other direction, way in the back, to see what I can get. Hopefully, I nail it, because I know it's out there. You know, it's crazy, y'all. It's not just one cryptid; it's two of them. Two different ones. And that I wasn't expecting. You know, I kind of expected the first one because I heard all these encounters in that area, but to have this second one there now, I've never even heard that in Southeast Texas, dude. Never heard of it being here in Southeast Texas, and apparently now it is. So maybe they're migrating. Maybe it was in that hunting club woods all along, and no one ever knew it. Nobody ever goes back there. But like I said, I'm not gonna quit, y'all. I'm gonna keep at it. I mean, it changed my strategy, but it dang sure didn't discourage me. I'm gonna keep going in the woods. Like I said, I went through the woods the other night. And of course, there was a little thought in the back of my mind, you know, dang, you know, at night in the woods, with knowing that that's out there, woo, buddy. I'm telling you, it changes you. It changes you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm not scared, because now there's just a little bit of fear knowing that thing's in there.
Right.
But I'm gonna keep on going in the woods. It's not gonna keep me from going in there. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, Lieutenant, that's the only way you're gonna find out.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
Only way.
I mean, like you said before, man, you can't get no pictures sitting on your porch saying, "Oh, man, ain't nothing back there." I mean, how do you know? You got to go put boots on the ground in them woods. And that's just the way it is. You just got to put boots on the ground. You got to put in that work. You don't put in the work, man. You can sit there all day long behind a computer and punch on that damn keyboard and that ain't nothing out there. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, if I know what I'm talking about, come on out with me. You know, that's an invite.
That's
You
the
don't want to come out
only.
with me, then I know. It's just, you
That's the
know,
only way you're gonna find out.
yep. Yeah, and you know, luckily I have, you know, technology on my side that, you know, I've got cameras that I can monitor that'll send pictures to my phone at all times of the day. And I'm fixing to buy a couple of more of those. I mean, because, man, they're well worth the money, and just, you know, knowing that I can catch evidence while I'm at work or sitting at the house on a rainy day, dude.
Hey,
I
Christine.
mean, it's just wild. But you know, I'm gonna keep putting in the work, you know, for the family, man. Because one, y'all deserve to see what's out there, and
Hey,
everybody
Christine.
deserves to know.
Yeah,
Everybody deserves to know.
but
You know.
the thing is though, that's the only way people gonna know. It's from people like us.
Yep.
You know, it's from people like us because we gonna bring the information to them.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only way that
And,
they gonna know.
and not just any information. It's gonna be 100% proven, just like them pictures. You know, we gotta study it.
Like like
We gotta make sure.
like
We gotta make sure it is what we think it is, or no.
right, right. But the only thing I'm saying is though, the pictures we got, it's legit. It's not no
Mm-hmm.
Photoshop. It's none of that.
Nope.
It's a
Nope.
hundred
I ain't about
percent.
that.
It's 100% what it is. You know, it's 100% what it is. And that shadow is what it is.
That is 100% legit, dude. 100% legit. When I seen that dude, I can tell you, man, I shook a little bit. When you pointed that out, I shook a little bit. I
That's
was like,
why. That's why.
dang.
That's why I said I don't see how you missed that.
Because I got tunnel vision. I was just
Right.
looking at the
But
one thing that was
hey,
caught, and I got tunnel
that's
vision.
okay, partner, because that's what I'm here for. That's just
Yeah,
like
that's
if
why I'm
if
a film.
that's just like if I miss something and you point it out to me.
Yep.
One hand
That,
washes
that's
the
why.
other.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna filter everything through you. Because
One
I
hand
mean,
washes the other, my friend.
that's right. That's right. We
That's
gonna
why I
do it as
say
a group.
that's what we here for.
You show right, Lisa. No Photoshop or editing needed. You show right. I ain't about that. It's gonna be 100% legit.
You know,
If I catch it, it's
you know
legit.
what, Lieutenant? You know what, Lieutenant?
What's that, brother?
That's why so many people mad because Vic ain't got no problem coming on our show.
Cause we're all 100%. We're all legit, dude.
Right.
It ain't none of it. Just like he said on the show I listened to last night, he's gonna have a guy come on, but he caught him in a lie. I
Yeah.
mean, why would you want to do that?
Right.
I mean,
And you know what?
that's not helping nobody.
He was hurt about that.
Oh, I bet he was.
But you
I
know
bet he
what though?
was.
That's why people said in the comment, they was like, thank you so much, Marvin, for coming to the rescue.
That's right. Hey man, and
That's why I said if he can't call nobody, he know he can call me.
that's right. He knows you're legit, dude.
And I'm gonna tell you
get
this.
you get
I'm
the
a,
best encounters, bar none.
right. I'm gonna tell you
I
this,
mean, every
Lieutenant. That's why a certain co-host is so mad because he asked me, to come on there and and don't say nothing to them other podcasts. Other podcasts
yeah.
they don't have none. They don't
Mm-mm.
have none unless they're gonna tell a repeat.
Yeah, and a lot of these podcasts are just, they're just talking about it. There's no one's presenting any kind of photos, no encounters. They're just talking about it. And
Right.
that's what makes us so much different from everybody else.
The only thing they can do, Lieutenant, is tell repeats. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
said over the years in talking to our witnesses, all I did was just get their encounters, Lieutenant. That's how
Yep.
come I'm able to do what I do.
That's right.
That's how come I'm able to do what I do. That's just like in the Carolinas. I could be in a certain town down there talking to two eyewitnesses. The next thing you know, I got 10 more that done opened up.
Yep.
Man, it's amazing. It truly is. That's why people
Yeah.
say I didn't call no other person to share my encounters with. They said it's just something about you, and I felt like I could call and you'll listen and you'll tell my encounter the way I wanted to be told.
Yep. It's just like earlier when you stepped away and you told me, hey, talk to everybody. And dude, the other day when I talked to my sister, I told her, hey, listen to the podcast, man. Just I hadn't talked to her in a while, but listen to that. Listen to the podcast when I was on there, and just listen to the old stuff about the town back there. And she was doing a lady's hair, man, and they were listening to it together, dude. And they were like, wow, man, that's crazy. And the lady's hair she was doing used to live there, dude. She used to, and she told my sister an encounter, and she wrote it down and emailed it to me, dude. And I told that encounter a little while ago. It was a short encounter, dude, but it was crazy, crazy. And that's just one more person that came forth.
Right.
It's a small world, man. You never know
Right.
who you're going to run into. Hey, I used to live over there. Let me tell you this. You never know.
Right.
That's why I say, y'all, if you have an encounter, man, bring it to Marvin. I mean, it's legit. It's legit.
You're absolutely right. That's why I said,
And
man,
if you
people don't mind opening up to me.
yep,
They
we
really
want
don't.
all the eyewitnesses we can get.
They
All
don't,
of
they
them.
don't, they don't mind opening up to me. Why do you think Vic just, he just comes straight to me? Because he know when he come with me, it's 100%.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
100%. He already know that. It's
and
100%.
yeah, and you get the eyewitnesses. That's why he comes to you. You get the eyewitnesses. It's like when I first came on. I knew I could instill my trust in you just by talking to you.
He know it's
And
100% when he come with me, man. That's why.
yeah,
That's why he
and,
was like, Marvin. Anytime y'all need me, just let me know.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
why I said we
we
need
need.
to start getting our questions ready of what we gonna ask him because it's Bigfoot related. But he said, it
Yep.
don't even matter. We can talk about Goat Man, you know what I mean? So we can throw other cryptics in there too, Lieutenant.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I
I'd,
mean?
I'd love to.
And see
I'd love to hear
and
more.
see what his point of view on that.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I love to hear more on the goat man. My son said a little while ago, man, the goat man.
Huh?
I'd like to hear more about that.
Yeah.
My son was saying a little while ago, I'd like to hear more on the goat man. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only few encounters of the goat man, but if people open up, we can get more of them. That's what I said. We need more eyewitnesses.
What did I do?
I keep on telling you about that fucking light.
This is my
It's like I'm
phone
like,
light.
it's like I'm gonna tell the family now, man. If you have any encounters, man, bring them to Marvin, man. The more eyewitnesses we can get, man, the better we're gonna
Bo, that's
get.
the phone light. That's not that bright light no
You
more.
know,
Cause you
this
asked me
is
not
by
to turn
far
it
the
on.
best channel, by far, that I've ever heard. And you know, we all just one big happy cryptic family, y'all. And just to keep things rolling, any encounters, man, take them to Marvin. You know, even if they don't want to talk about it, at least talk to Marvin about it, you know. And he can tell the encounter. But man, we really need more eyewitnesses, y'all. I mean, I'm trying my best around here to talk to as many people as I can to get more encounters. And you know, I'm so far I'm on the right path. I've got one, but I'm working on it. You know, and on top of putting in the work on my property, it's a little tedious, but like I said, it's a small world. You never know who you know that's going to say, "Oh, I used to live there. Listen to this." You know, just we need more eyewitnesses, y'all.
You had my fucking board with that red light on it.
Thanks, Lisa. Man, appreciate that. But yeah, I love coming on here and talking to y'all, man. It's always a blast. Yeah, you're right, dude. There is plenty of eyewitnesses. They're just scared to talk.
That's
You're right.
That is not your cord.
You're right.
They said it is. I brought that in here one day.
Yeah, I thought so too, Lisa. Those ticks are off the chain. They're just crazy about how I caught them in broad daylight. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a great night, bud.
No, you did never let me use that. Because I had extension cord at one time.
Anybody got any questions they want to ask? Thanks, dude. Appreciate you, my brother from another mother.
You didn't find shit.
I did find that cord, Lisa.
You did not, but I could call Gary down and say.
You want to ask any questions, man? Go ahead. I'll answer any questions I want to ask. Always keeping it real. Yes, Lisa. Yes, ma'am, I am. Oh, we can do the barbecue, whatever. We can do it whatever. And we just had a big barbecue night for last. And it was massive, boy. We ate good. He's scared to eat over here. The background, boy. That's funny. But yeah, that barbecue's legit down here. Oh, sweet. Yeah, Tom, we might be able to make that happen.
When I came in here one day.
One day my ass, I gave you that.
I did.
Tom, Southeast Texas. Tom, I'm not going to give you the exact location. I'm in
When I was
Southeast
over
Texas.
there in an old house, I found this cord. This is not your cord. I bought this
That's
cord
right, dude.
when I came.
That's right.
That's
how we do it in Texas.
To make it so bad, I had this cord.
That's how we do it in Texas, y'all. Deer barbecue, Cryptic investigation.
I did have this in here when I first came in. When I first came in here, I had this because I bought this.
You did not buy that, baby.
I bought this. I had this when I was in treatment.
I got a
You
lot
might have
of
gave it to him to hold or something.
Anybody got any questions though?
But I had this thing when I was in treatment because I had the laptop and I had my fan.
Man, I can't wait for y'all to see the pictures, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all are amazing.
I bought that here when I came. I never asked you for no extension cord.
You're a goddamn lie.
I might have asked it.
South Central North Carolina. Oh, I bet y'all hear a lot of encounters
I
out there,
heard
Tom.
this when I was in Powell.
I know Marvin tells a lot of encounters from the Carolinas.
I heard that when I was in Powell. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about no cord because I needed it because I had a fan and I had my laptop.
I felt that a
That was
couple
the
of
only
times.
way I could plug it in.
And they probably had a lot of plugs.
You know,
They didn't have no plugs over there. They had one
yeah,
plug.
you're right, Lisa. We might have to do that. But dude, yeah, I've gone out there, man. You just get that feeling that you're being watched.
I'm not fussing with you.
And
I'm not sitting here fussing with you.
there's days and others, but yeah, man, you get that feeling a lot out there, especially like when I used to go hunt 3, 4 in the morning and that fog would roll in and you can't see nothing. Yeah, you get that feeling bad.
I wasn't even making no noise.
It's wild, man. It's wild. Yeah, Tom, I do got some good trail cam pics. Like I said, they all go to Marvin first, and then whenever he decides everyone's ready to look at him, he'll post it.
They already know.
You don't know you living in my mama's
Oh, that's
house.
legit, Tom. You got any good encounters?
Don't even act like you ain't gonna leave tomorrow. Get up off my bed and leave.
If you got some good encounters, man, you ought to call in for real.
Okay, you ain't got no.
I don't
That's
need
what
to
we
be
all
doing
about.
nothing.
You got some encounters, man.
I
You
don't
like to share it. Call on in.
have you in my house.
I didn't say that, but I'm the only. But it's always me.
Is your name on this lease? No. When my son got stopped by the needle, it's always you, ain't it?
Hey, Lisa, I thought you were from Texas. We don't use porta potties,
It's
remember?
always you, ain't it?
You just find a good spot, you know, not in the woods, but close to the
Keep
woods
on
behind a
playing
tree.
that
You know
Lord.
what I
I
mean?
don't know whether you're going upstairs and
I can get you to Charmin, though. I can get you to Charmin.
her medicine, shooting it in your ass, or what? I throw that thing away every
I don't
day.
go in that room.
You be going there.
No, I don't neither.
Looking for umbrellas and shit.
That's all right, though, Lisa. I mean, you know, once a text, and always a text. No, you're good, dude. You're good. I'll keep the show going. I'll talk with everybody. I ain't shy.
What'd he say? Oh, they probably want to see the pictures.
Oh, it's all good, Lisa. It's all good. We all big happy family here. That's all right. Anybody got any more questions? Come on, y'all fire away.
I was looking at it. I don't see none though.
Thanks, dude.
What'd he say?
He said I'm awesome. That picture in the grocery store had me rolling up the toilet paper. Yeah, dude, I had to take that and share it with y'all, man. I just thought that was just awesome, dude. And I was in the middle of a crowded HEB, and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Take a picture. I'm going to hold this Charmin up." Thanks, Bizzle. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Bizzle. I think that
Yeah,
Hogzilla
Lisa.
was in Texas.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was out of, like, Central Texas.
No, I didn't. No, I don't. Yeah, it might have been. I'm talking about the one that was eating out the dumpster.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of big hogs killed around here. I know one that was killed right down the road from the hospital I work at. That was about 600 pounds. That thing was massive. Yeah, at least I think it was in Texas too. I'm not for sure though, but I kind of think it was. I'd have to go look because I got the article saved somewhere in my Facebook feed. Glad I can make the day, dude. Oh, no doubt, Lisa. I'm all about some bacon. All about.
Everybody want the pork.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with the pork. That stuff's good. Anybody got any good cryptic questions though? I mean, I'll answer whatever. I just won't disclose no location. Feel free to ask, like I said. You know, if you have an encounter, man, feel free to call Marvin. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Need some more eyewitnesses, y'all. You sure right. We sure could do that.
He said they could do a fire pit.
I got a fire pit. It's out there. Big one. Did you get those feelings of dread? Yeah, Layla. There's been days that I've gone out there and it's just nice and pretty. You can't hear nothing and you feel like you're being watched. It's even more so at night, especially like around the early morning hours, anywhere from like 3 to 6, especially when it gets foggy. It'll be quiet and all you can hear is the sound. And like I said, I was out there one time and heard something walking in the woods, and it was just so foggy I had to back on out of there because I couldn't see in front of my truck. You know, that's how foggy it was. And you know, and the hair on the neck standing up, you know when something's out there because you get that feeling. It ain't a good one either. I'll let y'all know that now. It's just, it gets crazy sometimes. Any UFO encounters? Dude, I've seen 2 UFOs. One was just on the outskirts of town, right there by that S-curve where I seen all them hogs the other night. I seen one hovering in the sky, like right above the road. And I tried to look at it with my binoculars, but when I looked at it with my binoculars, man, all you could see was a puff. You couldn't make out what it was. And I tried 3 different times. Same thing, buzz. And that sucker went straight down, up, and it moved to the left, and then it just shot off and disappeared, man. And then the other one I seen was right outside that town I was telling you about the other day. Are any of those ghost lights on your property? Lisa, I haven't seen those ghost lights out on the property, but I've seen them in town, in the little town, just not far from where my property is. We've seen little orbs and stuff like that. But yeah, we've actually seen, my sister's seen a guy riding a bike at about 2 in the morning. She was out there smoking a cigarette. My dad was up because he had to transition from, I think, day to night or something like that. And they got on the golf cart and tried to chase it. And they were gaining on it, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. Crazy, man. Have you ever had a dead animal on your porch? No. At the property, there's no houses out there, nothing. It's just land. And we've had a lot of dead animals on the property. Lots of them. Lots of bones everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere you walk. Everywhere you walk, there's nothing but bones. And I got pictures to prove all that. But yeah, there's all kind of animals being killed out there, and it's just crazy, the bones you walk up into when you go into the woods. But I got a pile of bones right behind my feeder right now. Can't help but seeing like UFOs and cryptic at similar times in similar areas. Tactical, I'll tell you what, that's a cool name, by the way. It's happened. There's a lot of strange things that happen out there in that place. It's built on an old Indian burial ground, so we get a lot of crazy things out there that happen. There was even a book written on it, so it's wild. It's wild. Hounds of Hell, 2 jet black hounds seen out there with red eyes chasing people in the middle of the night. I'm telling you. I remember somebody had asked me the other day about ley lines out there. I can't remember who it was, but I had researched that, and there ain't no ley lines close to that. Which question is that, Lisa?
You said what question is what?
Right. Oh, there you go, Marvin. There's a question for you right there.
What?
Joey Smith said, "Do you believe dogmen and Bigfoots are extraterrestrial?"
Do I believe that they are extraterrestrial? I would have to say uh I'm not gonna say that they are extraterrestrial, but I will say this. As far as Doug man and Bigfoot, Doug men have been seen with small, gray, alien-like entities. Now I ain't talking about the ones that's 3 feet, 4 feet. We talking about the ones that's probably like, let's say, 10 to 12 inches tall. And they have been seen with them on their shoulders, communicating with them, like whispering in their ear, like they literally talking to them. So I'm not gonna say that they extraterrestrial. Far as that, I don't. I'm gonna say I don't know on that one. You know, until we get enough more information and data, you know, then we can come to that conclusion. But we got to get more information on that first
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
before we can answer that
Gotta be,
question.
gotta be some kind of connection, though, huh? There's an alien race that makes a type of dogman that has robotics attached. I ain't never heard that.
What happened?
The Bizzlefoot, have you ever heard Jason Rice's Secret Space Program story? There's an alien race that makes a type of dogman that has robotics attached.
I never heard of that.
Me neither. Dude, yeah, I've seen a couple of cattle mutilations. There was two about 2-3 weeks ago that were found dead about 7-8 yards away from each other. One looked like it had been there for a little bit, and then the other one that was about 7 yards from them wasn't. No, maybe 12, 24 hours it had been dead, and there was a hole probably about the size of maybe just a little bit bigger than a quarter, right behind where the stomach and the leg meet, that little area. Right in there, there was a hole about a little bit bigger than the size of a quarter, and that was the only thing we seen on it. And they really got some good questions, man. Hey, so Marvin, your encounter you told that big posted last night of the
Say that again.
your encounter that you told on Big Show, the guy with the dog man on the big rig, dude, that was
Come
crazy.
on the pickup, the 18 wheeler.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
Yeah, that go to show you, man. It's what the stuff that they they do and they go through.
Yeah, so that thing was like hitching a ride, huh? That's what it sounds like.
It's
Come
just
on,
crazy.
y'all. We need someone to call in. We need some eyewitnesses.
What you
Don't be
say?
shy. I'm telling them they need to call in. We need some eyewitnesses.
Anybody want to call in that had a paranormal, any kind of any kind of sighting? Men in Black,
on, y'all, don't be afraid. This is the place to do that.
That's why I say, man. And we was talking about this this rake thing, and my eyewitness said that her aunt and her husband had seen a 12-foot Wendigo,
Oh, dang.
a 12-foot Wendigo in the woods.
Now that you speak of the race, did you see that
That's
video? I
that's a
can't remember who
that's a
posted it on the group.
that's a big boy.
There was, did you see that video of the race someone posted in the group where that kid was walking out and he felt like some kind of like pinch or something? And he was like on there with his phone. He's like, man, what is that? Is that a cow? And then he's sitting there filming, and then that thing comes right around the bottom of that little valley. Dude started coming up, started coming toward him, and he took off. Did you see that?
No, I ain't see that one.
Man, you need to go down. I tell you what, man, that looks legit. The only reason I say it looks legit, dude, was because of the length of the arms. The arms were like super long, and it was coming at him on all fours.
Wow.
And you can see when he took a stride and that arm stretched out, dude, it was long.
And where this was at?
I know someone posted it to the group.
I'm gonna have to go back and find it.
It was like a 3/4 at most 5 minutes.
I'm gonna have to go find it.
Yeah, dude,
My bad,
that thing
y'all.
looked legit.
And see,
That was
my eyewitness from last night said that, her family been seeing all types of stuff. And she said that her grandmother used to tell her, y'all need to stay out the woods before that wolf man chase y'all. And they never believed it until they seen it one day. And it chased them out the woods. But it didn't chase them all the way out. It ran behind them. Not, she said, it ran behind them, not trying to catch them, but
yeah.
just trying to get them away. And then it stopped.
Wow.
Cause she said her family own 100 acres.
Yeah.
So they been there before her family. And that's what I be telling people. They be like, man, these things on my property. Man, trust me, they was there long before you got there.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of these cryptids were here long before we were.
Absolutely.
And
That's what I be.
that's
That's what I be telling them.
we may own the property, but we're invading on their space.
Right. And that's what that's what I be telling them. But it's like it's like they don't wanna it's like they don't wanna they don't wanna listen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just wild, man, because, all these people walk in the
It's like
woods.
it's like they don't wanna believe it.
No, yeah, they don't. They don't. That's their woods. We walk in the woods. We're in their domain, not ours.
You're absolutely right.
Yep. Yep. That's the way I feel when I go out in the woods. We may own the property, but whatever's out there, that's their domain. They're gonna know it better than we know it.
Oh,
That's why they're
Marvin, his
so
audio
efficient.
messed up. Can you hear now, dude from Texas? Say something, Lieutenant. Trying to see if he can hear you.
Hey, if y'all can hear, put up a 1. He said, yep, he can hear. Hello, Red Riding Hood
Little Red
true
Riding
story.
Hood.
Y'all think Bigfoot or Nephilim? What does that mean? What does that mean, Layla? I think they want an encounter, Marvin.
You know what? I just, I just seen it.
I think they want. If y'all want an encounter, man, put up one.
I just seen it.
Oh, ancient being. And they,
All right, let me see. Hey Marvin, I am trying to
yep.
get my stepdaughter to do some drawing of Doug, man. Okay, Southern guy, that'll work. Put up a one, y'all. Everybody, put up a one.
No, y'all put up a one.
Come on, everybody, put up a one. For the ones that's in the chat now, put up a one. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
I'm even putting up ones. I even put up ones. So don't be shy. Put them up.
Here we go. Come on, y'all.
All right. Let me see. It say I was looking at one of the damn revelations that talked about a beast with hairy arms and legs and sharp teeth and with the sting of a scorpion. You're right. But you know, they describe furries in there too. Because they have said they have seen furries that had a stinger, had a tail, that had a stinger on the end of it. All right. Okay, Lieutenant, what you want to jump in the chat and listen or?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the chat. I want to hear your encounter.
All right, go ahead. And I'm gonna call you at this done though.
Okay, that's cool. I'll be up.
All right, my friend.
I don't know if I take
All
care.
right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, y'all ready? Okay. I'm I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a short one. It's not gonna be real long because we going up on the time. As always, y'all know anonymity mean a lot to me, so I respect I respect that. So without further ado, let's jump right into this encounter. Okay, this encounter right here. I'm going I'm gonna take y'all. I'm gonna take y'all to Florida, and this come from an eyewitness that I happened to come. Well, she came across me. She emailed me, and the weird part about this is every state that she lived in, she came in contact with these creatures. So she moved from Missouri. She moved from Missouri and she moved to Florida. And the only reason why she moved to Florida is because a friend told her to come down there. It was a guy that owned a lot of land and he had animals. And he said that, she could stay there with him if she would, take care of the animals and stuff like that. So she agreed. She said she had a nice little apartment on the property, like a little house on the property that she stayed in, you know. So she goes down there, she moves down there, and she moves in. So he had cows, and he had chickens, and he had quite a few different kind of animals. So she said she get there and she goes out, and she started feeding the animals and stuff like that. She was doing what she had to do. So she said that the house that she stayed in, the she had, like, she said it was like big windows, glass windows, you know what I mean? Really big ones, where you can really see in, but they had curtains on it and stuff like that. So she say one night when she was in there, she was laying down, but she was sitting up in the bed. And she said she was reading this book. And she said while she was reading this book, she said she heard a voice so clear. And she said that this voice said, "I told you I will find you." Now, mind you, she thought this was real weird. A few seconds later, she heard that voice again. "I told you I will find you." So she said she jumped up because now she thinks she really hand things and she going crazy. So she jumps up. She gets out the bed. She walks around. She look around. She don't see nothing. So she lays back down again. And this time when she lay down, she say, she hear this voice say, "Did you lock your doors and window?" And she said, "Oh my God." So she say she jumps up. She jumps up. And she goes in there and she checks all the windows and doors. Now, mind you, her door that went to the back wasn't locked, but it wasn't open either. So she locked it. She went back in the room and she laid down. She said it again. "Did you lock your doors and windows?" She set up one more time. And when she set up this time, she hears something walking out in the hallway. Now, but mind you, her door is locked. Her door to her bedroom is locked. So she's sitting up in bed. That's when she hear the doorknob starts to turn. She know something is trying to get in her room, but she don't know what. She said it was a little closet in the room that she stayed in. She said she goes in, gets in this closet, and she shut the door. She said she don't know why, but she got in this closet. She hear that doorknob again. This thing, whatever it is on the other side, trying to get in. So she said she stayed in that closet for about an hour. When she didn't hear it no more, she gets out. Say she stays up all night. Next morning, she gets up, she feeds the animal and everything. Now, and this where it get creepy. Later on that night, she in her room. She laying down. She hear the voice again. "Check your windows and doors." So that's what she did. But everything locked up. So she goes back in her room. She laid back down in the bed. She said she wind up dozing off. She said, but when she dozed off, when she woke up, she said her eyes was real heavy. So she trying to focus her vision. She said at the foot of her bed, she see two black dogman creatures standing. She said they had to be about 8 to 9 feet tall. Two of them, not one, two, standing at the foot of her bed. She said she take the cover and she put it over her head. That's when she started to pray. She said she couldn't do nothing else but pray. And she stayed up under that cover while she did that. And when she finally came out, these things was gone. They was gone, and her door was wide open. Now I asked her what they looked like. She said they was jet black. They had pointed ears, they had long snouts. They had long arms that hung down in front. She said she couldn't see the legs because these things were so big. They were so tall. She said they had bright yellow eyes. I asked her, I said, do you think this is a connection of when you was in Missouri? She said, yes, I do. Now, mind you, every state this eyewitness moved in, she came in contact with these cryptids. When she was in Missouri and they was out camping, she said that thing told her, I will find you. And then for it to show up in Florida, not saying it was the same one, but it's some kind of correlation, she said. But that wasn't the only time that she saw these creatures. She said about a week later, she said she had this big pet turtle that she used to keep outside. She said she goes out there one day about a week later. And this turtle, you know, they shell is hard. But she said it's like something just took their fist or a hammer and just hit the shell and just cracked it. This wasn't no small turtle. This was a big one. And it just crushed the shell on this turtle. She said she went out there one day to find a cow limping. And she go to look to see what was wrong. And it had distinct claw marks, scratches on it near the hindquarters. Chickens came up missing, feathers all over the place. Now she knew who the culprit was. She knew it was these creatures. She knew that they did all this. If they didn't hurt the animals, they killed it. Now, mind you, she didn't just see cryptids. She saw aliens, lizard men, UFOs. She has been a abductee since she was 10 years old. She said they put a device in her, some kind of chip. And she said one day And if I'm not mistaken, this happened in Florida. She said these things paid her a visit. And and mind you, these her words. She said they told her, you gotta come with us. And she said, no, no, I don't. I don't need to come with y'all. And she said they told her that she belongs to them. It's just crazy. Her story is amazing. They didn't just do that to her. They assaulted her too. It's just it's crazy, man. But that was her encounter right there. Some of it. I'm gonna give y'all the rest of it because, like I said, every state she lived in, she ran into these cryptids. All right, Lisa, that's it. Thanks, Chris. Don't forget, if y'all not a member, man, please go and join. Please go and join. Please. Please go and join. Yeah, Lon, she have. Hey, Derek, she been through a lot. Don't forget, Lisa, you're gonna have to make a post tonight and tomorrow, going into Monday. Let them know who coming on the show Monday. And y'all need to have y'all questions. You need to send y'all questions in so we can put them all together. Because he gonna tell a few encounters too. So Lisa gonna let you know who coming on, and y'all need to send y'all questions in. Bigfoot or Goat Man questions. But we're gonna be talking about other cryptids too. But the subject is gonna be mainly Bigfoot. So y'all need to send y'all Marvin, wrench up, Lieutenant. Yeah, I already was thinking about that. That's why I say we need to talk after this live. As far as the moderators. So I'm gonna give you a quick call for like 5 minutes. We need to talk about that. So you wanna wrap it up? Yeah, Lieutenant, we'll wrench you up. All right, y'all. As always, honor, it's a blessing for everybody that showed up. Don't forget, Monday, Lisa will post who our guest will be. Send in y'all questions on Bigfoot. Send in every questions you want to know about this creature, where you think it come from, how many you think that run together as a group. Do you think they have multiple mates? Just good questions. Questions that ain't nobody else answering. So send them in, and I'll get them. Lisa help me compile them for when our guests come on. But she will post of who the guests will be for the ones that don't know. So as always, thanks for showing up and showing out. And we will see y'all on the next live. Good night, everybody. Good night, Chris. Good night, Lisa. Good night, dude. Good night, Leela. Good night, Joy. And Lauren, good night. Good night, Southern Guy. Good night, Dirk. Trying to get everybody that I can get. Well, good night, everybody. I love each and every one of y'all and see y'all on the next live.